trying to do to yourself every day. When you push back against the greatness that wants to come out of you. From now on, you do not give the benefit of the doubt to the rest of the world and all the other people on this planet. You take your head out of the living world's ass. You start thinking for yourself and you realize that not everybody on this planet wants to be a leader. Not everybody on this planet wants to do something great in their lives. Like you, feel that voice inside you, urging you on to do. No, stop. Don't apologize anymore for this greatness that lies in you and this desire you have to want to bring it alive. No more. No more at all. The world needs the leaders and it needs you. And that's why you're here. That's why you stepped up to the edge of the cliff. You weren't afraid. And you're jumping off in free fall without a parachute. And you're going to figure things out on the way down. That's what we're going to do here at Warrior University. From here on out, stop lying to yourself. When you crawl out from underneath the covers every morning and you sit on the edge of the bed, you have a choice before you.
We're wired differently. We have to set a goal that if we hit that goal, we're guaranteed to make sure all that other stuff in the middle is going to happen. Not 3 o'clock in the morning. Why don't you sleep? My appetite. I say, E.T., I want more. I can do more. If I accomplish this without a father, if I accomplish this with my mom, teenage mom, if I accomplish this as a high school dropout, if I can accomplish these things from this start, now that I'm at this place, knowing what I know now, what can I accomplish? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about more than just what you're going to do financially, more than what you're going to do in this industry in the next 3 years, right? More than that. What's your appetite? What are you going to do that will ensure that when the alarm clock goes off, that you're already up 10, 20 minutes before your alarm clock goes off?
Do the work. Do the fucking work.
You've heard me say it before. No alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. Listen to me. No alarm clock needed. I will.
Just wrapping up.
Is get fucking raw and get fucking intense. Get angry and aggressive.
Just got done.
Make it fucking happen.
Strength training.
For yourself.
Sorry for the language in the background. Just got done training outside. You can see in the background I got a sled out. You can see that. And today's supposed to be my off day from training. So this is kind of my off day. What I do is I try and do some conditioning. And it's hard conditioning. It's not easy conditioning. It's the kind of stuff that really hardens you up. Because I'm like you right now. I'm going through 2020 just like everybody else out there. And in 2020, you got to stay hard. You can't soften up. You can't be Charmin soft this year. Maybe that was acceptable in 2018 and 2019 and 2017 when everything was all good. But it ain't all good anymore. And got Eric Thomas in the background. Give me 1 sec here.
Every single year, your appetite should go up. You should never get settled. You should never get settled. You should never get content. Every single year. When you get content, when you settle.
Got Britt in the background trying to copy me. Get training. Challenge there. But in 2020, we can't be soft anymore. We got to put in the work. Here comes Jen, my sister. She's been getting after it now. She's falling in line, getting hard. And This is my challenge to everybody out there. Men, women, in between, trans, whatever you are. You gotta stay hard this year. You gotta stop taking the easy route. You gotta start training. You gotta start sweating. You gotta move your body every day. It's my call to everybody out there. Man, you feel good about yourself when you're making progress every day. Even if you're not where you wanna be at, but you're just making progress towards it. Today, I was supposed to just have an off day, but instead I sprinted this sled, dog sled right here, from this cone down to that cone you can barely see all the way down there on the concrete 20 times. See, I grew up watching football players like Jerry Rice, Herschel Walker, guys like Emmitt Smith, the all-time rushing leader. Those guys, they wouldn't come out of the game. They didn't come out of the game on third down. Those running backs would carry the ball 25, 35, 45 times. Earl Campbell, some of the all-time greats. They would take that ball, Paul Hornung, if you're a Green Bay fan, Walter Payton, they'd run that rock freaking 25, 40 times. So what's my damn excuse? What's my excuse? What's your excuse? You look at all the athletes nowadays, they get a freaking hangnail and they got to sit out for 2 to 3 weeks. Ronnie Lott, could be wrong, but I think Ronnie Lott, strong safety for the San Francisco 49ers, I think he cut his finger off at halftime because it was broken. He told him, cut the damn thing off. You know what? That Super Bowl ring that he wears on that finger that's half missing, it don't look half bad, and I bet you he don't regret it. You see, I remember hearing this quote a long time ago that said, I would rather wear out. I'd rather wear out than rust out. I'd rather die in action than die in retreat. And that's what all this is all about. And if I'm still doing, I'm 34. That's not old by any means. I think the older you get, the tighter your diet should be. I think the older you get, the more disciplined your regimen should be. Not the opposite. I see all these guys, no offense, but I see all these guys out there in their mid-20s, 30s, 40s, and they're married and they have a kid, which is nothing wrong with that. It's great. That's some of the biggest rewards in life right there. But then they blame those situations for why they're out of shape, for why they don't train anymore, for why it's acceptable for them to not be in fighting shape anymore, not tip-top shape. Why? When did that become acceptable to be less than you could be? I'm not saying you got to be perfect. I'm not saying you got to look like me. I'm not saying you got to look better than me. I'm not saying you got to look worse than me. But if you're living up to what I consider to be the most important thing in life, your true potential. Are you living up to your true potential every day? Asking myself that question today, like I do every day. Sometimes I don't like the answer. And on those days when I don't like the answer, I go do something really, really hard. And to be honest, I used to be able to do this for 40 sled sprints. And right now I can only do 20. And that is soft. So I'm challenging you out there, everybody. Every area of life. Live up to your true potential. Get your hind end out of bed. Start training. Start eating healthy. Start grabbing your friends. Grab your family. Got my family in here. Got Britster. Just challenged her to do the same damn thing I'm doing. Flip that tire and push it down. This tire signifies life. That tire right there signifies life. 300 pounds. 300 pounds. I don't even weigh 200 pounds right now. But you flip that 300-pound tire 30 times. one third of the amount of time, and you feel like $1 million. So that's what my challenge is, you guys. It's August 13th today. We've got some great things going on at our gym, Top Line. I've owned this gym now and this business for 12 years. Started off, I was broke. I was poor. No money, no car, no apartment. My sister had a car and my mom had a car, and they would give me rides in their Chevy Impala and Mitsubishi Eclipse. That was my ride to go to my business. And everybody else out there, a lot of people, I've had people over the years assume that I was spoon-fed, or that my family was somehow rich or something, that I was somehow better than everybody else. Hey Jen, were we rich growing up?
Heck no.
No, we weren't rich. We were, I consider us to have been privileged, because I understand economics and I understand what the rest of the world deals with on a regular basis. So I consider how I grew up to be freaking blessed. I sure as hell wasn't rich. And been owning this gym now for 12 years. And only since 2018 did I start to really think about how awesome it would be to have a team. People like Britt in the background. Britt, how old are you? 21 years old. She's more skilled, more disciplined, except for yesterday, because she didn't hit her targets yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't hit 2?
2 and 2s?
No.
Yeah, go look. 10:30 at night.
Yeah, barely though.
I made it.
But you see, that's what. Even though she's still more disciplined than half the people I know that are in their damn 50s and 60s. 2018, I decided I need to do something bigger than me, so we can help more people like you. And that's what I thrive on. That's what makes me happy, because I'm living up to my potential. My potential is bigger than just me, and that's what I want you guys to think about. All this training, sure, it helps me. It makes me feel good. It gives me self-confidence because my clothes fit good. And, at 34 years old, I can still look down and see my own toes, which is not the case for a lot of people. And now I'm not making fun. I'm telling you what you got to do. You've got to get off the couch. Gentlemen, I speak a lot to guys and to men. Obviously, I love working with women, and I've worked with probably more women than men, but guys, dude, you guys, I don't care how much money you've got. I don't care how many kids you've got. I don't care how long you've been at your business or how much money's socked away in real estate or your index. I don't care. You need to get in fighting shape, because life is a fight. And at some point, you're going to come up against something hard like we did in March and April and May, and even still today. And you're going to have to fight back, and you're not going to be able to backslide and retreat. You're going to have to be hard to kill. And that's what I get off on, helping people. And we have so many awesome people that we serve on a regular basis here at Top Line. And my potential, if I don't stay in shape, if I don't stay in fighting shape, then I'm not going to motivate anybody else, because I know I'm not doing what I need to do. So it's just as important, for the benefit of others, for you to be in shape, than it is just important for you. Do it for someone else. A lot of times, if a family member has cancer, or a family member is in dire straits and they need some money, you can come up with that. You'll find a way to go to beg, borrow, or to work hard to be able to come up with the finances and the resources and the energy to go do what you need to do to go help somebody else out. But I challenge you to not only just do it for yourself, but if that's going to motivate you, find somebody else to do it for. Do it for your grandma who can't exercise anymore. Do it for your neighbor who may have been in an accident or may have had something happen at birth where they can't move around. Do it for them. And then go help those people. Life's bigger than just you. Life's bigger than just yourself. But man, does it feel good to know that you're doing everything you can do to stay in shape and to take care of that body that you were blessed with. Doesn't matter how tall you are, doesn't matter if you're brown, you're yellow, you're black, you're green, you're white. And that should be more apparent than ever too in 2020. It's time to stop making it. Time to stop making it out to seem like you can be where you want to be. Get around people who care about you no matter who you are, how skinny or heavy you are. That stuff doesn't matter. I remember being 54 pounds overweight, 235 pounds, couldn't even go on a damn walk down the street. Couldn't tie my shoes without my face being ready to explode. Feeling like absolute trash every day. And in 8 weeks, I lost 54 pounds. Oh, but Brett, it's not healthy. I felt a hell of a lot healthier after I did it. And you would too. So take the first step today. Get up. How do you feel, Jen? You're 4 days in. Today's Thursday. She started training
I feel excellent.
3 days ago. And how do you feel?
I feel really good.
Are you where you want to be yet?
No.
But
Energy levels are up. Have more confidence, even though nothing's happened yet. But
it doesn't
it
matter.
takes time.
It doesn't matter if you're not where you want to be yet. She took a first step. That's more important than me being in here working out for the last 18 years. When I see somebody take a first step like Jen did, or like Tommy Robinette did this week, or like Zach, or like Derek, or like Mama Holmes, or like my newest client who just signed up last night, Sabrina. Her goal is to be in the best shape of her life. And I get to be a part of that damn journey. Talk about awesome. So you know what? On those days where I want to loaf, where I want to bellyache, or to retreat, or to dilly-dally around, I got to think about Sabrina. I got to think about Kelly. I got to think about Molly. I got to think about Quentin and Evan. 2 guys that motivate me. 2 guys that have more hustle and heart in their left pinky. Jackson and Tate. Hawk and Quan. Rylan. Labib. These guys got more hustle and heart in one finger than some of the guys that I've seen that are my age. Some of the guys I went to high school with. And you guys are going to watch this video too, because I see you guys watching my stuff more than you should. But my high school friends, my high school buddies, brothers of mine, for you, not for me, get back to work. We used to be disciplined. We used to be active and move. You can get back to it. I'm not judging. I'm just reminding you of something that's important. Take care of your body. And I hope that you guys know, like, 2020, this America we live in, that we were once proud of in 2001, driving around, flying the flag. Not as impressed right now. Not only because of the way people have been conducting and carrying themselves, including me at times, but our leadership is piss poor. And that's because it's hard. It's hard to communicate. It's hard to be real. And I'm sorry if this video came off hard. Sometimes that's all right. And sometimes you need it. I need it. And I hope that it helps you guys and motivates you. And if it did, I hope that you guys will reach out. I've been doing it for 12 years. I'm a professional. I treat my job and my gym with 100% respect. In my service, 100% respect, because you mean a lot. And every dollar you pull out of your wallet, and a lot of times it's expensive. See, when people go, why is it so expensive, Brett? I go, hey, I've been doing this, not just at Top Line for 12 years, but what about the 7 years before that? Training my teammates, Trent Duckett, training Brad Cordell, writing a baseball program for the Ocala high school baseball team when I'm freaking 20-something years old. What about training Sarah Olinger, writing a workout program for her, and Nick Olinger, my roommate, and Al, train those guys. We train each other. When you pay me, you're not paying me for my time. That's the time, you know, I value time a lot, so that's worth something, but the time's worth $1. The 18 years I put in, that's worth $2-3 grand a month. We got programs for less than that, but hey, if you want to get on the fast track, if you want to do something real, if you're like me, maybe you're like me and you just want to do this. Bang, 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 bang. And you want to go from A to B in 8, maybe you want to lose 50 pounds in 8 weeks. Oh, but it's not healthy. You tell me what's healthier. Eating healthy, exercising, drinking water, and sleeping hard. Is that more unhealthy than eating like trash, skipping workouts, crying, complaining, sucking down liquor every day, eating, indulging in crappy food every day? You tell me which one's more unhealthy. But if you want to get after it and you want to get to work, get in here and let me know. I'm sorry for rambling. I hope this helps somebody. I don't care when you watch it. It's 2020 when you're watching it right now. But you might be watching it in 2024. You might be listening to my podcast, which I have over 100 episodes. I have things in there that will save relationships, improve them. I have advice on that podcast from mistakes and failures I've made that will help you make millions of dollars like I've been able to do now. Poor guy, broke guy. I've seen hard times, like I'm sure you have. I'll show you what it's like. Get on that podcast, give it a listen, drop a comment on this post. Hopefully my realness so it didn't offend you. Get your hands dirty, chalk up. Get in here, get sweating. Do like my sister's doing right now. And I hope she sticks with it. Because it's easy to do something for 4 days. It's a lot harder to do something for 4 years, 4 months, 4 years, 4 decades. That's what it's all about. I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. And I really care about you, even though I might have been just hard on you. Remember that coach that punches you in the face? But then he puts his arm around you and says, hey, I respect you. And I know you got more in you than you're showing me right now. Those are the coaches that we remember. Those are the coaches we care about. And I hope this message finds you well. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're hungry. I hope you're ready to roll. And I hope you keep training hard. Jen, do you have any input for anybody out there who wants to get started?
Stick with it. If you start it one day and then you fall off, what's the point? You're going to feel good after your first day. Just keep rolling. And eat clean and get your water in. Otherwise, this won't mean anything.